Okay, so it's a happy day today because Amazon have arrived, and that means that they brought with them a couple of things that I requested yesterday. Let's unbox them and see what's going on in here. Now our first box here, let's just spin this around. We're just going to open this up, rip it open. And inside, nicely packaged, get rid of the box, is our Shure microphone. This is a microphone that's going to be going on top of the camera. That's great. Let's get to the real meat. Okay, so classic Amazon packaging. A lot of brown paper. One GorillaPod. But then a 6D Mark II upside down and just sat there in the box like that. Which is, I hope, going to mean it's alright still. Let's get rid of the box. Okay, so here we have one 6D Mark II. The box looks pretty sound. That's all alright. Bit of documentation falling out there. That's alright though. Here we go. Right, let's open it up. Nobody's been into this so far. All looks pretty sweet. Now, that's interesting. So the software and manuals are all in the top. So that should have provided a nice bit of cushioning against any kind of knocks and bruises while it was in transit with our very thoughtful Amazon people. Right, so then underneath the manuals, which are there, we've got a power cable there. And it's a UK power cable because this video is coming to you from the UK. And here, in a bag, a Canon 6D Mark II. It's a bit messy, but you know, the important thing is if it's decent and not broken. Right, so there we go. There is our Canon 6D Mark II. It is definitely the Mark II, so that's all right. Let's just take a quick look around it. That looks all right there. That looks fine. Now we've got a card slot there, of course. Now with the card slot on the 5D Mark III that I normally use, we have a CF card slot and an SD card slot. This one's only got an SD card slot, so that'll take a bit of getting used to. But I'm buying this camera here purely for shooting videos. And of course, if you have two card slots, then you can't write to two cards at the same time on video. You can with stills, and you can with raw files, of course, but you can't with video. Right, so there we go. They are the output ports. Flip the screen open. The screen looks in good condition. There's not a single mark on there, so that's good. That's perfect. Let's close it up again. And it's all very, very similar to what I'm used to with the 5D Mark III. Now let's see what else is in the box. I'm going to pop that down over there for a second. So this is the box, and let's see what else we've got in here. Take these things out here, get rid of them. So we have a strap which says EOS 6D Mark II, which we will never use. We have a battery charger here. I'm going to guess that the battery is different to the 5D Mark III. Is it different? That's the 5D Mark III, and that's the 6D. Let's open it up. Okay, so opening up the 6D Mark II battery. This one here is LPE6N. The Canon 5D Mark III, so this one here says LPE6. What's the difference between an LPE6N and an LPE6? I really hope that they're going to be both the same, because that would mean that I can interchange the batteries with each other. Now let's go and pop that in there. Now you've got that on a spring as well, which is good. That's just like the 5D Mark III. The 5D Mark II didn't have the spring. Pop that in there. Switch it on. Nothing. Maybe the battery is completely flat. Put this battery in. And we got some juice. Right, so ISO is on A, but let's punch that to say 250. It's saying M focus simply because we've got no lenses on there at the moment, so it can't sort that out. That's in a different place. That's interesting. And that does that and that. Okay, that's fine. Wi-Fi. Oh, now Wi-Fi is something that we don't have on the 5D Mark III, so that'll be quite interesting. And we definitely need to charge this battery as well. This is the one from the 5D Mark III, so the good news, as far as I'm concerned, is that the LPE6 does work in here. And the LPE6N doesn't. It is completely out of juice. Look at that. Totally and utterly out of juice. So we need to give that a good charge. Now, is there anything else of interest to look at in this box? I don't think there is, you know. That's the charger. Hopefully we won't be needing that because we've got plenty of chargers all set up. We definitely don't need that, so we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that, and we can get rid of that. And then these we can just toss straight back into the box because we're probably never going to use them. Now, what else do we have? Let's keep on going. We've got a GorillaPod here. So this GorillaPod, this is the one for taking the DSLRs. Get rid of the bag. And the idea of this, of course, is that it means we can set it up anywhere that we want to. Now I've got my little scalpel here, which is much better for opening up something like this. Now this is just like the existing one I've got, which is over here. That's the existing one, and that's the new one. And actually I've also got another one, which is holding my iPhone, which is recording this view here. In fact, can I show you that one? I don't know whether or not I can. Right, so look at that difference in size. Phenomenal difference in size. That's the one for a compact camera that I use for my Sony RX100 Mark V. That's coming from over there. And then this one here, the difference in size is phenomenal. Can you see that? What's the best way of showing you that? This is so much more sturdy. You feel like that would hold an ox. Let's put that one there. In fact, if I put them down next to each other, then you can see that one and that one. And really, I thought that that one there was quite big because I've got another one which is holding the iPhone, and that one is diddy compared to this one here. So it's just like an ant compared to this one here. Okay, so I've worked this out. You unscrew this here, and then that comes loose, but it doesn't come out. It won't come out. You need to unscrew it further, and then when you unscrew it further, then you can pop it out like that. So it's a classic sort of tripod style mount that goes on the top. And then you screw that up, which just means it's harder for that to come out. Now this has got the ball head on, so you can undo that and then point that in any direction that you want to. Looking forward to trying that out. Right, so that's that and that. What else do we have here? Let's put those to one side over there. Then we have this. This is our camera mount shotgun microphone. Let's open that up, shall we? How do we open that up? Oh, here we are. Right, that's what it is. VP83. No idea. Let's get rid of the box. Aha, here we go. Okay, now in here we have documentation. Yeah. Put that to one side. Open this up here. That's a nice picture, but it's just a picture. Ah, so it's sitting in its own foam. Got its own foam. Oh, I see. So you take it out like that. Look, they've even included a little AA battery there. I see. So that's on a spring-mounted system. I never realised that. To absorb any shocks which come through. Right, so let's pop that. That's going to be sitting on the top of here. First of all, we need to loosen that up. That screws on there like that. And then we screw that onto there. That's looking good. And then that's going to go into our microphone socket. Perfect. So there we have a shotgun mic set up on our on our 6D Mark II. Can we see that on this camera here? Yeah, that's better on that camera, isn't it? So that's how that looks. The only thing missing on this is a lens. let's get a lens. Now I'm thinking that this camera is definitely lighter than the 5D Mark III. I think I do remember reading that somewhere, but to hold it in my hand, you can definitely feel the difference, which is good because you don't want too much weight going on. Right, so there we are with the 24-70 Mark II. It's the f2.8 version, and we've got our microphone on the top, and this is our 60 Mark II. So that is how the three of them are looking. Let's get rid of that and put that down there like that. Three of these together, they're looking pretty sweet, just like that. Perfect. So there we are. If you have any questions at all, or you want to know anything else, just leave me a message and I'll get straight back to you. But I'll be happy to share some of these results that I get with this as soon as I can. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.